Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Sag, the key theme showing up for you in the month of September, you have heart's desire, signs and symbols, and you also have teamwork. So this is an interesting combination because I sense that a lot of you are going through or you have recently undergone a lot of personal transformations, and you may start to see your outer world shifting. Now, your first card out here is Heart's Desires. This is all about passion projects. It's about making decisions from the heart, taking a look at your heart health, your happiness. Where are you hanging on to resentments, bitterness, anger, or maybe some unresolved emotional trauma? This is also about a love for what you do. It's a love for the people you surround yourself with, your friends, your family, your tribe. It is a love for your career. It's a love for yourself. So Heart's Desire is on the primary focus here for you this month. Now, you also have signs and symbols showing up here. Now, Sagittarius, you may be seeing signs, synchronicities through your dreams, through coins, through numbers. I'm also getting here feathered or wings could be significant for you. I also feel that a lot of you have been maybe dreaming of people that you haven't seen in ages. Now, this could be exes, it could be family members, it could be high school friends. You may have dreams or even thoughts, because what's happening here is a lot of emotional stuff is coming up. Now, it doesn't mean that that person that you're dreaming of has hurt you on an emotional level, but they could have been a key player in your life around the time that there was some significant changes. So for example, let's say your high school best friend shows up in a dream, but during that time, your parents were going through a divorce or something of that nature. So I am sensing that there's some heart stuff coming in, but that's not a bad thing. It means that it may have felt a little bit lodged in the body, or the heart is really activated at this time for you to open up to new love, to new ideas, new beginnings. And we see a lot of that happening here in your reading. I'm getting the name here, Sasha. Sasha could be a name, a place, location, a pet's name. Please take it as it resonates. Sasha. I haven't heard that in a while. All right, you have teamwork. Excuse me. Sagittarius, teamwork makes that dream work. And this is all about support from your soul tribe, support from maybe your partner, your family, the people that you work with, your clients or patients. Teamwork is important here on earth, especially when we have grappled with the idea of doing things individually or doing things on a solo endeavor. There is some sort of collaboration coming in that's important for you to acknowledge. Sagittarius, it's important for you to accept. This could be a team project. It could be group efforts, maybe family members coming together to make an important decision, maybe about a parent. It could even be co-parenting, coming together to make decisions about your children. For others of you, excuse me, there could be something with the throat. It's important to speak up because I'm getting here a little bit of throat distraction, so throat chakra. This can be asking for a helping hand, or perhaps someone is coming to you for a helping hand, and it's important to have clear communication, set boundaries, but also be receptive because you do have that heart card here as well. This would be a really great time to mend any rifts that have shocked you, have been difficult for you. For some of you, there could even be ceremonial energy coming in. Maybe you've lost a pet months ago and you didn't have time to grieve, or you didn't allow yourself to grieve. Maybe it was the loss of a job, a parent, a child. I'm getting here that in some way, shape, or form, whether it's physical loss, financial loss, emotional loss, there is a coming together, some sort of support, teamwork. I feel like that you'll benefit from this here. So it could even be a team of lawyers, a team of real estate agents. This could be you, or you could be partnering up with a company or a team that's really going to help you move towards this new life or this new energy. So I'm really loving this. For those of you Sagittarians who've been in hermit mode, or you felt a little bit like you're on the outside looking in, or you feel like a recluse, or again, that hermit energy where you're just kind of taking a step away, there's important people, collaborations, or connections coming into your world. Now, right away here, we have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Two of Wands. So when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, this is destiny and fate intervening to turn that wheel, right? It's like watching the Wheel of Fortune and, is it Bob Barker? I think it's him. He calls someone from the audience coming up, and that's, in a sense, that's like fate. Whoever is being called comes up there and spins that wheel. So I feel like now, instead of missing that green energy of go, right, or of winning the prize or moving forward, I feel like you're landing right on that, and it's taken a couple spins for you. There could be somebody, maybe even a mother or a father, a grandparent who used to watch Wheel of Fortune, or maybe still does, because that's coming in strong here, not just because of the Wheel of Fortune card, but the show is coming into play. Some of you could even be winning something as well, winning a trip, winning a gift basket, winning an amount of money here. I feel like destiny is intervening. And now it's time for you to move forward, because you see the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is all about planning. It's the next steps. So what now? A lot of you've undergone some traumatic or some difficult or challenging changes within even the last 10 months to the last 10 years. I mean, who hasn't, right? We've undergone a lot, but the Wheel of Fortune tends to be a new cycle. So you may be starting your excuse me, your new 10-year cycle moving forward. So whether this is a new relationship that you get into, this could be a new job, a new move, a new time of your life to really embrace these next steps and to move forward. Because in the past, you may have been holding yourself back, or you may have felt held back by A, B, or C, external circumstances, but there's no holding you back here, because destiny and fate and the stars are aligning to move something forward. This is a really positive time for money, for abundance. When this shows up, this is good luck when it comes to fortune. So some of you could even have an opportunity to do something different because you finally have the abundance or the fortune to do so. So I'm loving this for you. Next up, you have the Eight of Wands followed by the Page of Cups. There could be some quick action. Some of you, there's going to be a news or a message that shows up for you that really speeds things up here, Sagittarius. When the Eight of Wands shows up, this can be about speed and action, velocity. There could be travel here, possibly even relocation. This could be movement. Some of you, I just heard, maybe getting ready for an incoming child. This could be a baby. It could be a grandbaby as well, or to birth something new into the world. And again, there's the stars. So the stars here are aligning to make something beautiful happen. This is new. It's exciting. This is new motivation here. Pages represent news as well, and you're getting it double whammy here. So I feel whatever this Eight of Wands is delivering to you, it's going to happen quick, and it's going to bring about a lot of emotional movement when it comes to matters of the heart, which doesn't surprise me because you have the heart's desire. So if you've been focusing on love, on, again, career, passion projects, making some difficult but yet emotional decisions, I feel like you are also healing from some difficult decisions or choices that you've made in the past, because the Page of Cups is beautiful blessings and opportunities that maybe you thought were lost. Maybe you thought that it wasn't going to happen. Because I also feel that you may have given up on this. For some of you, you're going to receive news of pregnancy, okay? Or maybe you've given up on love. There is something here that you were holding back on, or you thought it was never going to happen, and it does. So this is quite exciting here for you. I also get education. Some of you could be going back to school, because the teamwork can be classwork. It can be a team environment. It is about you learning, graduating, certification, learning, online learning. Maybe you're the one that's teaching as well, and you're putting your team together. So I like this. Now, in the middle of your reading, you have the double Wheel of Fortune. I mean, this is really beautiful. When this shows up twice, this is a lot of possibly fame. This is fortune. This is luck. This is a big turning point. And where this is landing in your life could certainly be in the physical, financial, or regarding health. Because the Wheel of Fortune is all about a lucky twist of fate. So again, that twist showing up here, the compass is now moving north, and I feel like this is your true north. This is what you've been wanting and waiting for. But again, the minds may have talked you out of it or told you it was never going to happen here. Well, it's happening, because the Six of Pentacles is about material and spiritual prosperity. This is about reciprocity, equal give and take. It is about charitable contributions. It could be a grant or an award won. This also can be some sort of assistance, financial assistance, a grant or a scholarship. For those of you that are dealing with the educational field, or you're looking to go back to school, there's some sort of news coming in here, and it's really exciting. So wow, Scorpio, or well, some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, Sagittarius, you could also be riding that Scorpio cusp as well, or you have Scorpio placements in your chart. Now we also have the sacral chakra, and we have the Five of Cups. It's showing up in reverse here, which means you are healing some sort of loss that could have planted itself right in that sacral chakra. That's below your navel. It's about 2 inches below your navel region, and that can affect your creativity. So some of you may have lost motivation on creative projects. This can be sexuality, sensuality. There could be some loss there, or some trauma or traumatic experiences that you have gone through that you're healing in that sacral chakra region. This can also affect the mid to lower back as well. Kidneys, it can be ovaries, it can be prostate, urinary, bladder. All of those things can stem from this region. Of course, please seek medical professional guidance if need be, but I also sense that you're healing. I also feel some of you may have undergone a hysterectomy, a colonoscopy, or some sort of cystic fibrosis, I'm getting, thank you, Spirit, endometriosis. Okay, endometriosis could have been something you were suffering with, but I feel like you're healing from the root cause of some situations that may have been emotional to you, quite emotional, because the sacral chakra is your pleasure zone. It is your seat of creativity. It's the seat of relationships, bringing that sensuality and that lust and that the relationships that you have with yourself and with others. And if that's been tainted in any way, or if you've had or suffered from some sort of a loss, possibly the loss of a child, this is something that has haunted you. And I feel like you're making progress and you're moving forward here from whatever sacral chakra energies that were depleting you. Okay. Now, a good sacral chakra, which I do feel a lot of you are returning back to source energy because you're healing something that was difficult. It allows you to put yourself out there again. Maybe open yourself up to more pleasure, more intimacy. Some of you could even be working with or interested in Tantra. Okay, tantric energy or kundalini energy as well. That can really stem with that sacral chakra. But I feel that you are feeling more motivation. You're getting back on track. You may be cutting out certain foods. You may be taking a look at your diet, taking a look at what brings you pleasure and what no longer fulfills you or satiates your appetite for life. And if it doesn't fulfill you, how can you change it? Spirit is giving you signs and symbols of what you need to do. So pay attention, whether it is, again, through the clouds, through a song, through a conversation, through winged creatures or animals of any sort. You're being guided. The universe is always speaking to us. We just have to be open to the language. Now, next up, you have here the Fool, which is beautiful. You have the Fool with the High Priestess. Now, some of you, you want this new beginning, but you may be telling yourself that it feels a little bit foolish to start again. Therefore, you've held back in the past because you're saying, well, why would I start over? Why would I go back to school at, 45 or 50 years old? Or can I love again after loss at 78 years old? I don't care how old you are, what's happened prior, what it's going to take to get there. If you want to have this new beginning, allow yourself to say yes. Go back to school. Open your heart to love. Build that business. Reach out to that person, that child, that family member. Whatever this is, age is just a number here on earth. Some of you also, I'm getting that you've either gotten pregnant very early on in life or very late in life. That's only for a few of you. But I'm getting here that regardless of age, I mean, yes, of course, there are certain age factors that come into the mix with certain things because of the body and of that nature. But I feel for you, this is a new beginning being offered to you. So don't silence your intuition. If your intuition is really nudging you to move forward, Sagittarius, open up because people want to help you. There's teamwork here. There is collaboration. So don't sabotage based on an old belief or what somebody once told you or society or ageism, whatever this is. Don't let that hinder you from this new beginning because your intuition is really saying here, you're receiving the signs. Some of you are receiving signs on, social media. You may be getting an ad for something you've always wanted to do, or maybe you were thinking about reaching out to a therapist, a coach, a psychic, a counselor, and then boom, the ad shows up. Don't you love how that algorithm catches everything that you say on your phones, right? But I do feel here that your intuition is highly active at this time. Listen to it because you have a new beginning being offered here to you. This could be a move. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's, asking that person out that's been a friend. Maybe you've wanted to get a pet for quite some time. Anything that your intuition is telling you that you would benefit from and bring a little more pleasure into your life, say yes. Now, lastly here, you have the death energy, which I feel like every sign has been getting the sacral chakra, which is interesting. And also the death card. And this is interesting as well. Now, you may even be seeing signs of death, maybe a dead animal, a bird. Maybe you've had to put an animal down. There may be physical, emotional, spiritual, some form of death showing up here in your life because we also have the coffin card. Now, some of you have had to go to a funeral maybe recently. Hopefully it's not a physical death, but I do feel that there's some sort of ending here. It could be an ending of an old way of making your money. It could be a job that's ended here. You've been undergoing a major transformation and it feels a little bit slow starting to move forward into this new beginning because the clarifier is the Knight of Coins. So Sag, when you get the death card with the Knight of Coins, this is all about patience. It's about patience to succeed. Allow yourself this transformation. And if you've heard me talk about the death energy, I say this often, and it actually, she has wings behind her. And we're going to talk about the butterfly and the caterpillar. You've probably heard me say it, but bear with me. The caterpillar goes through the metamorphosis, right? Going from that caterpillar stage into the butterfly. And as that caterpillar is in that metamorphosis, in that cocoon, it's messy, it's sticky, it's painful, and that caterpillar probably thinks that its life is over, and really it just wants to be free. The Knight of Coins is saying here, it's taking too darn long. It's taken too long. Just end it, right? Just end it. If I'm supposed to die, let me die, or just let me fly free. Whatever it is that, is holding you stuck or hostage at this time, it feels a little bit sticky or challenging, and it could be fears, right? It could be our own mental minds that, or our intuition that we silence sometimes. This is saying here, patience, sweet butterfly, because your wings are growing, and I feel like you can't pull away the cocoon and force that butterfly to come out. It doesn't work like that. It's all in divine timing. And this is the opportunity for you to find that balance as you're going through this transformative time of your life, and know that you're going to open up those wings of yours, and it's going to be bigger and beautiful, more beautiful than you could have ever imagined, because instead of being that caterpillar and only being able to see things from one perspective, you now have the experience experience to spread those wings and fly higher than you could have ever imagined. Now, I really like this Knight of Coins illustration because look at that. This guy is on a tightrope. Not only is he balancing, he's balancing on a motorcycle, holding that coin in his hand. So he has practiced. He has dedicated himself to this art, right? And it seems risky. It seems scary. People would say, who in their right mind would do this? This is too much of a risk. Spirit is saying here, accept the risk, because if you fall, you have wings. Okay, so powerful energy. I'm getting major goosebumps here. You have the Wheel of Fortune on your side. You have this new beginning, and you have the Death card. Major arcanas double up with the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of change and transformation. Don't be afraid of this process of metamorphosis, because you're actually strengthening your resolve. You're strengthening your energy, your aura, in order for you to do what this guy's doing. I mean, he's doing it, but it's taken a lot of dedication, practice, and effort. So I feel like if you've started a business in the past here, or if you're going through changes when it does come to money, health, the body, right, menopause, you're going to come out on the other side here. And this is about knowing and trusting and not giving up on your goals, your dreams, and ultimately you and your soul's journey. All right. Now, Sag, when it comes to money, wealth, abundance, you have the Coffin card followed by the Gift and the Candle. So what I'm getting here is there may have been some consequences for some bad investments made in the past. Maybe you weren't really good with saving money, or perhaps there was, of course, as we all see, in the downfall of the economy, and we didn't know how to react, or we didn't save or prepare, because who can save and prepare for those type of things, right? So sometimes they're out of our control, and there may have been financial challenges, job losses, health issues, things that come up that we're not always prepared for. This is about you maybe diving into your savings or building up your nest egg. Some of you work in an office environment. Maybe you work from home. This can be a night shift as well, or closing the chapter, right? Job ending here could have happened for you, or you want to end an old job so you can move towards a new one. Right behind it, you have the Gift. And this is that Six of Pentacles energy that we see here. This is reciprocity. We have the Six of Pentacles showing up. This is that material and spiritual prosperity here. So it's giving and receiving. It's all about, it's a sudden windfall, but they just showed me the word support. There is the word support here. So they were showing me support here as well. So I feel with the teamwork, you have support coming in. If you didn't have it in the past, I feel like it's coming in here and being offered to you. This is all about a sudden windfall, generosity, and it makes complete sense with two Wheel of Fortunes here. There certainly could be some sort of charitable contribution, back pay, or a windfall that maybe you were or were not expecting, but it's going to help you tremendously. This can also be a work surprise. Some of you, if you're fortunate enough, you may be, fortunate enough, right, with that Wheel of Fortune to take a vacation, to treat yourself. This is a gift to you. That could be showing up as well after a time of struggling, or maybe not traveling or not taking a vacation for quite some time. Sag, you also have the Candle. This is all about ambition. It's about action, manifesting money. For those of you that are looking to spark things up, feel that inspiration again, high rank management, work your way to the top, climb that ladder, be seen, be heard, be valued, be respected. This is it. This is all about visibility. Now, you could even be an athlete, or you may have a very athletic job. You may be on your feet often. You may run around. For some of you, you may be yoga instructors, or you help athletes. Maybe you're a massage therapist, or you help people feel more revitalized. You help them feel more energized. This could also be a call for you if you've wanted to start back into maybe a gym routine or an exercise or yoga or Pilates. This is the time or the month to do it. All right. Now, when it comes to love, Sagittarius, I certainly sense that there's been some struggles of course, who hasn't had struggles in love, right? We've had struggles in love here, but the good news is you have this forgiving and learning card. And that's why we struggle in life, right? So we can learn to open ourselves up, right? Open our hearts up. And sometimes our hearts get broken wide open where we think that we'll never, ever be the same. And we probably won't in a certain aspect. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. Hopefully, when we're doing things right, if we can let that experience break us wide open to more compassion, empathy, and self-love, then we've really learned the lesson. And if we can look at the person who's hurt us and we can forgive them, it doesn't mean that what they did was okay. But it means that we're not going to hang on to that pain. That's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is for us, really, not the other person. And so I feel like you are releasing and you're healing those past situations, especially when it comes to sexuality and it comes to pleasure, things of that nature. I feel like there's a lot of forgiving and learning and healing around that sacral chakra area. You have here, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this is about self-love, self-care. For those of you that are still healing or you're going through some ups and downs, some challenges, focus on healing your heart, not necessarily the combination. Even though we have some teamwork here, which is important. Some of you could even be seeking out therapy, family counseling, things of that nature. But it's important for you to focus on you first instead of focusing on maybe the both of you together. Now, I'm not saying if you're already seeing a family therapist together or couples counseling to give that up, but it is important for you to heal some aspects within you so then you can show up to a relationship or a situationship, right, that is a little bit difficult. You have here, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Work on yourself. You have partnership coming in here. So I do feel it's important for you to work on some of the things that may not even have to do with the relationship you are in. It has to do with the past. And that's what I'm getting here, where it's important to focus on you, because sometimes when you go to, couples counseling or therapy, things of that nature, you focus on what's going on right in the relationship, not realizing and understanding that there are external things that may have affected this. Now, for those of you that are single, there's a big opportunity here for you to attract some love. We see the Page of Cups. We have the Fool card. I definitely sense that you're feeling magnetized. You are looking hot. You're feeling hot. I don't care if you are 21 or 91. Own it, right? Own it here. Do some of the positive affirmations. Look at yourself in the mirror. Dress up. Put a little bit of lipstick on. If you're a guy, comb your hair, comb your beard. I'm also getting someone needs to get a car wash or a truck wash as well. There could be a dirty vehicle. That may be something that you've been wanting to do. I certainly sense that it's a good time to do it. All right. Let's see what your soul is saying at this time. What is your soul trying to get your attention on? This is a message from your soul's truth. This is honest. This is about you being honest with yourself. Where am I at with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? And what will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say blank, right? What would your body say? Would your body say, I'm tired. I need rest. I need love. I need intimacy. I need more water. I need more healthy foods. I need to cut out alcohol. I need to cut out tobacco, right? Take a look and see what your body is telling you, because there could be some adverse reactions happening. I'm getting a rash. Does someone have a rash or some sort of hives showing up out of the blue here? There could be an allergic reaction, or there could be some sort of inflammation due to something that entered into a body, maybe medical reaction. Of course, please seek medical professional guidance. I do feel for some of you, if this isn't a reaction due to something external, it could be something that comes and goes just as quickly, right? So it's a rash one day and it's gone the next, which is such a interesting thing. We have so many things happening on all different levels, so it doesn't surprise me if that resonates with some of you. I'm also getting that some of you could have some rough skin. Okay, I'm getting pieces of rough skin. Maybe, I mean, I feel like it's not in a normal place that you have rough skin, such as maybe the elbows or the feet. I feel like there could be an additional area that feels a little rough. So pay attention. Some of you may want to really do a deep dive into your body. If you haven't for a while, take a look, examine yourself. Is there any new, new moles or new pains or new anything that is showing up out of the blue? Because I feel like for some of you, your body's trying to get your attention. It could be a sharp pain that you have in your gut, right? It could be, something within the hip region. When you take a look at what your body is trying to tell you, then you're able to dive into that area and say, okay, what is really happening here? Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. For those of you that are not familiar with Louise Hay, she was the founder of You Can Heal Your Life. She's the one that basically put a stamp on, metaphysical reasons behind physical ailments. And she has a wonderful book, You Can Heal Your Life, and that can give you some insight from everything to acne, to cancer, to toothaches, and she can you can dive into the metaphysical cause behind it. So take a look if you're interested. Of course, I'm not here to sell, but it's one of my favorites. Trust your own intuition first and foremost. All right, and lastly here, when it comes to the soul's truth, you have, am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk. Yes, there's uncertainty. Yes, there are imperfections, and failure can be certain at times, and vulnerability is a requirement. But you must be brave and trust yourself more than you ever have before, Sag. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave. Follow your heart's compass. And we actually have the compass showing up here on the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the heart showing up. So follow your heart's compass. Let's see, where are we at here? You will reach the dream. You must stretch yourself. Lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. Okay, it's possible. Yes, it is. And we were talking about that earlier as well. If there's something that you thought was a pipe dream, or it was lost in the past, or you thought it was never going to happen, it's possible. I want you to tell yourself that every single day. Write it on your mirror, right? Put it on a sticky note, put it on your fridge, put it in your wallet. Remind yourself every day that what it is that you want to achieve, that it is absolutely possible. Beautiful. Okay, at this time, I'm just going to ask if you can close your eyes for a moment. We're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals. So just take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Nice big breath in. Hold it for as long as you can, Sagittarius, and release through the mouth when you're ready. And as you release, I want you to close your eyes and focus on that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky or swims deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that you have at your home, or one that's crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Sag. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment box below, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway where I draw one lucky winner. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, Sagittarius, You have a really powerful combination here, and it's interesting because you have all winged creatures. Now, some of you may be 64 years old, you may be 41 years old, or born on the 12th or the 7th. Now, your first card out here you have is Wasp. And it says, sometimes life stings. We all know this, right? It's part of the human experience. We're going to have moments in life that sting. However, right beside it, you have the bee, right? The bee, which is that softer version. And it says, sweet results await. So out of some sort of pain, here's the pleasure. Out of some sort of challenge and difficulty, here's the purpose. Out of some sort of struggle or trauma that you've gone through, sweet results await. So there is a balancing act happening here. Again, 6 of Pentacles. There's a balance happening. And I feel like you're coming out of something it was a little difficult, but that wheel of fortune is spinning that wheel to say, well, here's the bee, here's the sweet results. Expect ease, expect more flow, expect more peace. Next you have Canary Spirit. It says, sing your own song. It's time for you, Sagittarius, to march to the beat of your own drum. It's also card 12, which is the Hanged Man energy. That Hanged Man, it feels like you're a little bit in limbo, right? Like you're in that metamorphosis, that cocoon process, and you just want to break free. And I feel like you now have that opportunity to do so. You have the new beginning. You have the Death card showing up here. You have the wings on all of these animals. So I feel like it's time for you to sing your own song. Not listen to other ones, other songs, or other people's thoughts, actions, opinions. This is time for you to ask yourself, what is my heart's desire? And how can I spread my wings and take off in that direction? And lastly, you have Nightingale, beautiful energy. Love is all around. And you see here more music. Some of you could be musicians. You may really live by music. What that means is music is your church, right? You may sing, you may write music, you may compose. Some of you were pianists, right? Maybe you played the piano, violin. You may have played in a band a long time ago. If I'm getting here harmonics or harmonica. So if you've thought, well, I could never do that again, I could never play, it's probably like riding a bike. I'm a drummer. I've played drums, but I bet you I haven't done it in, I don't know, 15 years or so, 20 years. They put me on a drum set. It's like riding a bike, right? So the things that you thought were lost or you weren't able to do again, this is time for you to feel the love all around you because your heart is opening to new experiences. So expect sweet results. Sometimes life comes in and takes a little bit of a hit to the solar plexus, but you're making a comeback here, Sag, and I feel like it's a big turning point in your life. This is the comeback you've been waiting for. And last but not least, you can't make this up here. Your final card is New Life. Beautiful energy here. And you see that she's coming out of an egg. So it's cracked open here. So just like that metamorphosis, just like that egg brewing, right? The chicken and the egg, you can't crack that egg open. I mean, sometimes you can help it along a little bit, but for the most part, you got to wait for that, that full growth to come about. You got to wait for that gestation period for something to be born. And I feel like the time is now for you. Some of you may be 39 years old. This is all about birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities. It's a breath of fresh air, and it's all about life renewing itself. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from the trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious songs. Oh, I love that. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. You can't make this up. Literally, allow your heart to fill. There's your heart's desire. Let your light shine. You have the good fortune here twice showing up. So there is a beautiful clarification that you are in the energy here of optimism, of abundance. Things are going to fall magically into place for you, Sagittarius, because there's a lot of opportunities that do remind you that abundance is right here in front of you, right here, right now, that you have access to them. It says, delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious. There's that Page of Cups. Stay curious, kind of like the eyes of a child here. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, your work, your body, your relationships, all of it, or any of it, and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you. So you keep getting this energy here of fortune. So something big, something huge coming in here for you. You have the major arcanas to go along with it. Beautiful reading here, Sag. Excuse me. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It certainly helps the channel grow. Please drop your power animals in the comment section box below. And again, if you're vibing with the energy here on the channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Sagittarius, for being here today. Lots of love.